guys, it's Cari with Rockin' G Farm, and today I am inviting you to join me for Christmas on the farm. Today I am going to do my Cari commercial cookies. We used to make these all the time when I was in college because they were so quick to make that we could actually be watching a movie, go in, make cookies, and then come out and have a plate full of cookies and milk. The only thing is, these cookies are extremely addictive, so I might eat a whole batch in a week if I don't watch it. But my son loves these cookies. I love these cookies, and they're super easy to make. So guys, subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like my videos. Let me know in the comments what kind of cookies you like for Christmas, or if there's any holiday favorites that your family always makes. But right now we're gonna get started on our Cari's commercial cookies. So what we're gonna have to use, we're gonna use butter, milk, sugar, peanut butter, oats, and vanilla. Super simple. So what we're gonna do, we put our sugar, butter, and milk in a saucepan, and we bring that to a boiling boil. So here is a half cup of milk, two cups of sugar, a half a cup or 1 stick of butter, and then we're going to come over here to the stove and we're going to get that started to make a roiling boil. So now I've got it on my burner. I'm going to turn my burner to medium heat, and we're just going to continue to stir this mixture until it starts to melt, and then continuously stir because we don't want the milk, sugar, or the butter to scorch. So already the ingredients is starting to melt a little bit. You can see that right there. So we're just going to continue to stir this mixture, and then we'll bring it to a roiling boil. Okay, if you can see on here in the bottom when I'm stirring, and it kind of looks like the mixture is looking like it's sticking to the bottom, that's the beginning of a roiling boil, and you want to make sure that you continue to stir, or else your mixture will scorch and burn. Okay, if you can see now, it's starting to thicken up a little bit, and you can see some bubbles starting. That is getting hot and getting ready for that roiling boil. A roiling boil is when you are stirring and you cannot get the bubbles to go away. So we're almost to that point. If you can see that there's still some bubbles that I can make go away by stirring them, you want to make sure that you give your milk and sugar and butter solution, make sure that it gets hot enough and enough bubbling. So we'll continue to do this, and you can see the bubbles are starting to form more, but this is just the beginning of a roiling boil. You'll see throughout what I mean roiling boil in just a minute. But you always want to make sure that you are stirring because you do not want this mixture to scorch and burn. Okay, you can see all the bubbles there, and they're still there while I'm stirring. So that is a rolling boil. So I am going to set my timer for 1 minute. And at 1 minute, I am going to pull this mixture off of the heat and add the peanut butter, oats, and vanilla. And you see how frothy it is? That's because it is a rolling boil. We are almost down to our last couple of seconds for our rolling boil. Okay, so I am going to turn that off, and I'm just going to kind of sit y'all here for a minute. So I brought that off the pan. I'm going to add my 1 cup of peanut butter first, because I want that peanut butter to melt. You can use creamy peanut butter or you can use crunchy peanut butter. That is just up to you, what you like. And then we're just going to continue to stir that. I need to get a smaller spoon. You can see how the peanut butter is just melting into that sugar and butter mixture. I'm going to put just a little bit of vanilla. And then I've got 3 cups of oats. And I'm going to start putting them in little by little. And I think I'm probably might have overcooked this. It's a little dry. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit more milk, because I've made this so long. I know what to do when it does this. Give me a second. A little bit of milk just to get that mixture a little softer again. Now, like I said, I've been making this cookie for, let's see, I've been out of college 30 years. So I've been making this cookie for 30 years. So I just kind of know when to add milk. And if it was too runny, I would just add a little more oats. Okay, so we got that. They're mixed in good, so I'm going to start adding a little bit more oats. Like I said, I had 3 cups of oats to begin with, and I cooked it just a little bit longer. I think you can kind of learn when you cook it a little too long. It just starts drying out a little bit, so I'm going to add some more oats. Just mix them in. And like I said, you can add more oats if it's runny. Add a little milk if it's too dry. And I think that is probably going to be all I'm gonna add right there. So I've got probably about 1/2 cup of oats left that I'm not gonna use. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna try to scrape the sides of the bowl really, really well. Get everything incorporated. And then we have got some parchment paper. So I put some parchment paper down. You can use parchment paper, you can use saran wrap or tin foil. And what you're gonna do is just scoop out the cookies and just start making little blobs on your parchment paper. And then these will dry and you will be ready to eat your Cari commercial cookies. Absolutely my favorite because of the sugar and the butter. Ha! What a wonderful flavor. And you can make them as small or as large as you want, and they don't have to be a perfect shape. Okay guys, so here are our Cari's commercial cookies, and we're just gonna let them set and dry for a little bit. They might be a little soft. If they get crumbly, you can just put them on your little dish and eat them with a fork. Sometimes if they're a little hard, eat them with your milk. But these cookies, no matter if they're soft or crumbly or hard, you're not gonna let any of them go to waste. You'll find out how to eat them with a fork or a spoon or something, because they are delicious. So, guys, just tell me in the comments below what are your favorite cookies and what family favorites do y'all use for the holidays. And I thank you so much for joining me today with Christmas on the Farm. Make what you have beautiful.